with You Make My Dreams. Good morning. Welcome to the morning show. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Friday morning. In the studio with me, I have Scott Barr from Habitat for Humanity from Miami and Shelby County with Habitat Chat. Good morning, Scott. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing this morning?
I am doing well.
Awesome. Well, first of all, thoughts and prayers for everybody out there through the storms. You know, there's a lot of communities that are, waking up and assessing damages, a lot of EMA and, leadership that's really determining what are the next steps for their communities. And so we want to have our thoughts and prayers with not only the folks that were impacted, but the teams that are going to be, getting involved and starting that assessment and what are the next steps for their communities, because it is going to take, some teams and strategies and rally. So continue to keep them in our hearts and our prayers. And, from a habitat standpoint, boy, is there a lot going on right now. We are extremely excited about, the direction that we are heading and the things that we are implementing. Right before my vacation last week, we were on the Friday before in Sydney, dedicating one of our playhouses that were sponsored by Mutual Federal to the YMCA's Fairhaven childcare location. And so, a great example of, yes, funds are supporting our home repair program, and these very strong, fundamentally built playhouses are being, delivered now. We're starting to get them out to nonprofits that can benefit from them. And so the Y was extremely, happy to have that on that new child care campus out there at Fairhaven. And we got some communication, the very same day about kids coming out and using it later in the afternoon since we did that dedication. So really excited about that. We had two new sponsors since I've been here the last couple weeks that are sponsoring these playhouses. And we want to say thank you to Sydney Electric, who sponsored two separate playhouses. And we want to thank Ashley Heim State Farm, who sponsored one as well. And so that is putting us up around 9 of our playhouses that have been sponsored with our goal for 24, 2 a month. We're way ahead of our goal. We're only into March right now. So that would really put us on a target of 6. We're at 9 and still just starting to get the word out as we just launched this publicly, within the last 30 days. And so what do these sponsorships help us do? And what does funding towards our home repair program let us do? Well, it allows us to get on site for homeowners that are income qualified. Right now, that's 30 to 60% the median household income. We're looking at adjusting that to 30 to 80%. But we're working with families so that we can do basic repairs to keep them in their homes longer. And so, we just completed a second home in Troy. There were some kitchen repairs that needed to be done, so we worked on the countertops, the cabinets, the sink. We are now in a property in rural Miami County in Laura, helping an individual that had some water damage around the chimney. So we worked with a roofing company. They provided some in-kind labor. We covered the material costs, and now we're working on the ceiling repair from the water damage. And, she had some trim that she wanted to get done and some kitchen flooring. And, we've got a property in Sydney that we've already assessed and we're working on permitting, and that's going to be a porch and a handicap ramp for a senior fixed income veteran. And so, we are getting our programming out there so that we are serving more families. Definitely an initiative that I wanted to get launched and get available. And so our goal again is to try to work with 15 to 20 families this year on home repairs. And I believe by the end of April, we'll probably be at 5. So we're well on our way of, doing that. So if you're a homeowner that maybe could be considered for that fixed income qualification, feel free to reach out to us. That's 937-332-3763. We will help with, bathrooms that maybe need to be, the shower needs to be converted to handicap accessible, or maybe you just need handicap bars being installed around that, and it's an accessibility issue. The front door or the porch stabilization, or we're not going to go in and just remodel a home. That's not what Habitat does. We're there to keep you in your home longer. We're there to make it accessible. We're there to make it functional. And so for folks that need some of that help, or if you're a social worker and you're working with a senior, that could qualify, you're able to contact us and we can get the application out to the family. And again, they would fill out the application, provide the homeowner insurance that they're current. They would supply, the income documentation and a bank statement. And we could go ahead and get an assessment done to see if it's a project that we can do. So really excited about that. I know we're going to play a song, and when we come back, I want to continue to talk about the Restore and what we're doing with the Restore. And boy, February and March at the Restore has been gangbusters. So, I want to thank our customers and also the folks that continue to reach out and say, we have a couch or, we have furniture that we want to donate. So look forward to continuing our conversation about the Restore.
All right. Well, coming up next, Don't Stop Believin' by Journey. I decided this is our theme song, but we're still working on it. I still like this song. It's 105.5. Hits 105.5. That was Don't Stop Believin' by Journey. Good morning. Welcome to the morning show. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Friday morning. In the studio with me right now, I have Scott Barr from Habitat for Humanity, Miami and Shelby County with Habitat Chat, and we're going to continue our conversation. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning. Again, wanted to talk about the Restore. And so we have a beautiful 13,500 square foot retail store in Troy. Right next to the McDonald's Plaza. We're in the Subway Plaza right next to it. We are the primary store in that strip. It is open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's open Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And people don't realize it is open to the general public. You do not have to be income qualified. You do not have to be a nonprofit. You do not have to be a Habitat partner family. It is open to the general public. We have folks coming in every single day. We have great donations coming in of, furniture, construction materials, doors, sinks, lawn and garden. We have a paint line of recycled paint, so you don't go in there with a swatch and have it mixed. You go in there and look and see, hey, there's white or there's gray or there's khaki, and you just pick it up and you go, and we're like 18, 19 bucks a gallon, where, in the stores you're 30, 40, 50. And so we can provide great economy to scale for folks that on a budget or looking for minimizing costs to projects, home improvements, can come in and do that. We were talking during the break. Another way that we use that Restore is when our team is out doing a home repair and we are assessing the property and we see, hey, they could use a vanity or a light fixture or, the first place we're going to go is to our own Restore. And if there's something that's in there that it makes a lot of sense, we'll use that first. It controls our costs. It repurposes the items that are being donated, and they're going to fulfill the mission of what we're trying to do, which is either build homes or, in this case, for this program, keep people in their homes longer through the repair program and make it functional for them. So, again, the other thing, folks, especially up in Shelby County, want to get you down there. It's a nice 20-minute drive right off of 41, turn left, and boom, you're right there. But you can also donate. We have a box truck that we put in routes. It's up in Sydney and Shelby County every single week, 1 day a week, 937-703-9683. You have furniture, if you can get it to a garage or right next to the door, we can go ahead and have our truck with 2 folks show up there. We can load it. We have a hydraulic lift on the back of the truck. So if it's a heavy item, all we have to do is get it on the ground, and we can go ahead and put it up and get it up into the truck. That will go down into the Restore. We test everything that goes down there. So washers and dryers get tested before they get put onto the floor. Stoves get tested. They go out there, and, when they get resold, they are helping drive programming in Miami and Shelby County. And so, again, consider us for potential donation. But if you've never been through our Restore, I challenge you to come on down and take a look and see what's there. I think you'll be surprised with the amount of variety that we have in that Restore. Lastly, I just want to say, and I know you may have a couple questions, is always looking for volunteers. And so, if you want to volunteer, and whether, maybe you're retired and you want to help with home improvements and do a day a week, we'd love to have you. If you'd like to come in, do a day or two or a morning or two a week in our activity center, which is our 5,000 square foot workshop, and help with the playhouses. we did the dedication at the Y. We did some press releases and some social media posts around it. And we even said in those, if you'd like to get involved, please contact us. And we had a gentleman reach out and say, I saw what you did with that playhouse. And that's exactly what I want to help you do. I want to be involved strictly to help build playhouses, and he's already been on property twice. So, there's ways that you can get plugged in and feel satisfied and know that you're making a difference and you're helping folks. You can contact Mo, which is Maureen O'Keefe, at 937-332-3763. She'd love to talk to you about how we can get you involved in our mission.
Yeah. And about the Restore, I told you I was looking on Facebook, and I was blown away with everything. And I have a friend that is building, he's got a barn and he wants to put kitchen cabinets. I said, go to that Restore. You can follow them on Facebook. You can see what they've got. And no, again, people did not know that was available. So that's why this show is important.
And when really good stuff goes in, it goes out within days. Mm-hmm. I mean, folks are watching on Facebook or they're popping in, and when it's in there and it's like, wow, that's a really nice donation, it tends to go out very quickly.
I bet. And thank you for saying, because I told you I have some things that I'm going to donate, and one of them is very heavy. And so I could get it to the garage, but I'm glad there's a hydraulic for that truck.
You got it. Those two guys can get that taken care of and get it back down to the Restore.
Yeah, that's awesome. And again, let everybody know what your Facebook is and website and phone number.
Yeah, so office again, 937-332-3763. Restore would be 937-703-9683. The website is HFHMCO. That's Habitat for Humanity, HFHM, Miami, C County, O, Ohio.org. And that was prior to being a two-county organization, so that's not why Shelby's not in that. So hfhmco.org. And on Facebook, it's Habitat for Humanity of Miami and Shelby counties.
Yes, it is. I encourage y'all to follow it. I do. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. That was Habitat for Humanity Habitat Chat with Habitat for Humanity, Miami and Shelby County. And it's now brought to us by Lockard Incorporated. So thank you so much, Lockard Incorporated. All right, Scott, I'll talk to you next week, or Maureen. It's a pleasure to have you guys in here. We're still trying to decide our theme song, but this was suggested, and I really like this song, so I thought this is a good one, too, to follow it up. Thank you, Doug Metcalf.
Absolutely. Great suggestion.
Yeah. Coming up next, Pink Houses by John Mellencamp. It's Hits 105.5.